So Colin, before you brought that wheelbarrow in, we had a little bit of a conversation. I said, try to look cool.
Not throw it at you.
Not throw it at me.
Oh my God.
Oh man, that was a close call. Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Ralph with Pondscapes, and we have got something super cool in store for you on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 features. Woo! We have got our work cut out for us. So what I have behind me is a waterfall that is not really meeting the homeowner's expectations as far as what he wants to meet his guests when they come in. So this is right next to the drive. You can see the drive right behind me. As people come in, they're greeted with this waterfall. And over the years, he's done some modifications himself to try to improve on the show that it provides, but it still hasn't met the mark. And maintenance issues when this pooling body of water here behind me gets stagnant, and over time you got all this leaf litter that grows algae and can become a nuisance. So what we are going to do is we are going to put a Pondscapes touch on it, bring some awesome water action. We've got about a 5 to 6 foot elevation to work with, and we are going to make this a pondless waterfall. So when he turns it off, all that water subsides, disappears below ground, makes maintenance a lot easier. Okay, starting down here at the bottom, you can kind of see the float valve set up. The pump is right under this, and then there is plumbing that goes all the way up through this run of boulders and elevations, and the water comes shooting out right here. And a few years ago, he actually had a company come in and add filtration to try to make maintenance easier on these features, which this type of filtration isn't really going to do a lot based on the needs of this feature. And you can see all of this leaf debris, this buildup, and we've got these pooling areas that are still holding water. So it's difficult to get that debris out of there, especially when it's underwater. So with the ability to turn this off, all the water disappears and goes down below grade. Everything dries out. Then the landscapers can come in and use their leaf blowers and blow that debris out. And it'll be a lot easier in the situation that we create. So this space is going to be a really cool, inviting cascade of waterfalls to help greet the guests when they come in and set the tone for what is in store for the next feature. Not just 1, not just 2, but like 7 more. Woo! All right, guys, exciting start to the day. The machine was here before we got here, so they drove it up to the site. They had to park about a half a mile down the road because the trailer it came in on is quite long, and this is a twisty, turny neighborhood. So we got that up here, got it staged. You might think this is too big of a machine for this space, but let me show you why we have that. So yeah, this is a 18,000 pound machine, has some great reach on it, and that's what we need to get over here. So we've got this beautiful wall that we want to keep looking beautiful, and so what we'll do is we'll park that machine right about here where the wheelbarrow is, and then we'll be able to reach all the way over there with our boulders that we're going to put in place. If we wanted to get real creative, I guess we could have brought our smaller machine up here and had to build the waterfall backwards, starting from the top, working our way down till we got to this point, and then turn around and meet that in the middle. That's really inconvenient. So by working backwards and kind of meeting in the middle, that's not really efficient or convenient, and just poses all kinds of unnecessary hurdles. So by bringing in this big boy, that helps us out. And it kind of also gives me an idea of what I'm going to need to bring for the future projects, and being able to reach safely without having to disturb too much of the landscape. That's enough talking about the future. We're here for the present. This guy right here. So I've got to grab all these rocks that are down inside here, spin around, drop them right in here so we can get our pump vault dug out and excavated and installed today. So when we get started Monday morning, we'll be able to start just dropping rocks in. All right, so we've had a challenging start to the day. Cold and windy, but this makes up for it. We got Scott over here that is dropping our first load of boulders. So this is the first drop of probably 3 loads of boulders on this particular project, but then we have 6 more projects on this property. So he's gonna get used to this spot. All right, much better start to today than yesterday. Not as cold and windy. And we got the full crew back in action, and we are going to start setting some boulders this morning. So as soon as we get this pump vault situation fine-tuned, we'll start shuttling those boulders in and dropping them. All right, finally making some good progress today. We are a little behind today, and it is all my fault. What I did was I kind of estimated that we could get away with a 10-foot wide section of liner in here. I brought both. I brought 10-foot and 15-foot, but it bit me. So got all the big rocks set on the bottom edge, and what we're doing right now is pulling some gravel out of this point, and that liner and the rock pad can kind of be rolled over and tucked into place, and then backfilled with gravel to cover that up. So pretty much right there from Tevin over here to backside of Matt, we'll be able to tidy that up and finish it. And you can kind of see this path of travel of the stream, and right there where Colin's leaning, that's going to be the last final drop into our vault area. So what we've got going on, the vision is another drop like right here. So that way when you're coming down the drive, you're met with a drop that's kind of facing this way. And of course that beautiful stream and a final drop there. It has been a slow start to our day, but now we are able to get rocking and rolling. So when we disconnected that pipe up there, that was not where it came from. It actually came from down here. This morning when we showed up, we went to flip this liner over to clean out this space and noticed that there was pooling water that actually went under our liner and probably soaked into the ground. Luckily it didn't run long, and it probably wasn't putting out enough pressure to cause any issues. But the landscapers just came and did an awesome job of cutting that pipe, extending it up, and it's up there where they can use it later on. And also there was the lighting wire that's up here as well. So this is where we cut and capped. So once we are finished with our waterfall, the landscapers are going to come in and add some plants and things like that, and they will finish making that connection. So now, Colin, all we've got to do is build an awesome waterfall.
Yes, sir. We got it started already. Got to finish it.
know what's really great about working up here in Desert Mountain region is the temperature swings that we're dealing with. It's a mere 40, probably 4 degrees when we showed up today. Day before yesterday, 80 something. So it is what it is. Okay, what we've got going on over here is we've got our root shield going in. Now you see on this whole back edge, we've got some oleanders, we've got this Texas mountain laurel, even got this mesquite tree that had, look at the size of these roots that came out of the ground right here. So this root shield is just going to help with the roots coming through. Obviously they can go down, but we're going to put some rock pad down on the floor and a layer of gravel. So the roots are definitely not going to like the lack of nutrients in the gravel. So we'll shade that with some gravel, then put some quarter minus on top of that, and really help protect our liner in this area. But this root shield, that'll go in, help just prevent those roots from coming through, and then we can lay down our liner. All right, guys, check this out. I want to show you a little bit of protection that we do from time to time. So talked about that root shield, right? And also what we've got is this gravel. So this is serving 2 purposes. Actually 3, 4, 5. It's serving a lot of purposes, guys. Okay? Are you okay with that?
I think I'm okay with that.
All right. So what we do need to raise this elevation. Purpose number 1. Purpose number 2 is we want to deter roots. So this gravel is not going to hold moisture, and really no mineral value in there. So they're not going to get nutrients from the gravel. And the third is deterring pack rats, mice, and that type of thing, gophers from tunneling and coming up under. So we did that gravel behind that root shield and to create that foundation. So any of those gophers that like to come up and tunnel up from the bottom, they're not coming past this.